All right, everybody, I am here with another episode of Chamber Chats, and we got two guests in the car today. This is the first time for us, so I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and we'll just kick it off from there.
I am Betty Bundy. I am a service coordinator for Columbia Community Mental Health Developmental Disabilities Program.
And I'm Brandi Bonney, and I'm also a service coordinator for the Developmental Disabilities Program.
Okay, so CCMH and that whole organization is huge, or
Yes.
huge-ish, right?
Right.
Where do you guys fit into that?
So we are part of acronym, the IDD program, and so we support people, many people that have dual diagnosis, so mental health is also involved.
Yep.
But people who are eligible for our program, we are able to provide multiple services to them. So our basic service is case management only, and which a lot of people do choose, and that just means they have someone like myself or Brandi there to support them and share resources. But then we can also assist people to get K-Plan services, which are funded through Organ Health Plan, and that means they can have what's called a personal support worker, someone to help them, with whatever they need, cleaning house, getting around town to events, whatever that's going to look like. Also help with if someone needs like a home modification, if something's going on. So that's what we do. If someone chooses to have, the higher services and are able to because they have Organ Health Plan, we just help them out navigate through life.
So when you're even though the large organization does, you guys help more of the adult side. No, children's side.
Yes.
Okay.
All.
Yeah.
It's
Birth to passing.
Yeah. Anybody who qualifies
Okay.
for services that has been deemed eligible through an assessment or through diagnoses and through medical professionals with an intellectual or developmental disability, and they apply for services, we can provide all of those services to them. It's a voluntary service. They can choose what they want or what they don't want.
Right. So is it literally you guys deal with that full age range? Do you have people from the younger ones all the way through?
Yeah.
How do they get involved with you guys then? How do they contact you guys, or how does that work? You do stuff through the schools for the younger kids, or?
We do, and the first step, and I've spoke with you about this before. It's kind of crazy to me how many people don't know about our services.
Exactly.
That they even exist. So the first step is to contact our office and speak to our eligibility specialist, and her name is Mardell, and I can get her phone number before this is over, and contact her and just talk about what would qualify someone to be eligible. And so that's a little bit of a process to go through, like Brandi was saying, diagnosis from doctors, a lot of paperwork, like everything is. But when someone becomes eligible, it really opens so many doors to so many resources that it's worth every piece of paper. You have to do.
So we personally have experience. My daughter is, obviously what you guys know is autistic, and we've dealt with the paperwork side and that. Why is it so complicated? Not complicated, but why does it take so long to go through the process of paperwork and doctors and and I guess maybe that's a bigger picture question. Why is there so much red tape? Why can't you guys just help people just because they need help, right?
But we ask ourselves that every day, right? And there's a lot of times where we face barriers because there is so much red tape that we're not able to help someone in the way that we wish we could. So and like Brandi was saying, it's a Medicaid funded service, so we have to prove that there's that need there for the eligibility portion.
That's got to be frustrating, right?
Sure.
Yeah. How much do you guys drink on a daily basis?
We're not going to talk about that right now.
A lot. I would.
Fed.
Well, no. Yeah, exactly. Wait, right now? What are you guys drinking back here? If you have, and again, I'm talking bigger picture here, and we'll get into some of the specifics in a minute, but this is what amazes me, now that certainly with Ruby, my daughter, how we got a little bit into this, but we're just a little bit in. We're not fully in where we need maybe 24-hour care or we need anything like that.
Right.
Is that the most frustrating part of your job? the securing the services for people? I mean, how does your job work on a daily basis? What do you guys do day to day? Big silence.
A lot of paperwork.
Is it? I mean, yeah.
It really is. I mean, it's because we meet with people and we find out what the services are that they're looking for and what they qualify for. And then we have individual support plan meetings, which is the ISP, which is an annual document that really outlines what it is that the person or their family or guardians wish for them to have happen. What services do they need? What supports do they need? And from there, there's just a whole nother...
It's just another layer.
Layer, of paperwork and supports. And so we just basically oversee all of that to make sure that the family has support, the individuals have support, that we're connecting them to resources. And, if there aren't resources in our community, then we try to work with other agencies to find resources in other communities so that they can...
So what sort of... What typically, when you say give support, I mean, obviously we can go to the extreme and need 24-hour care and that sort of stuff, but what other support services perhaps that people aren't aware of that you guys can help with do you offer?
So, like our title is, we're a service coordinator. So we're coordinating with different agencies like vocational rehabilitation for working age people who want a job. And then we are coordinating all those services. So, like we said, nothing's easy. So we can authorize someone to have that personal support worker, but there's a lot of work that goes into that, especially in our small community, even finding a personal support worker. So we're helping people navigate through that system to the best of our ability, giving them ideas of people who might be willing to sign up, or giving them the list of people who are looking for work.
Sure.
So that's what a lot of our day is just those services. And that pile of paperwork that we do that we're authorizing is then making that happen for people, however that is.
How does I don't want to necessarily rank it, but I'll use the word. How does Columbia County rank in terms of where we are in the state of Oregon? I don't think there's probably any agency in your line of work that feels like they have enough money and enough services and enough resources to help everybody. But how does Columbia County fit in the state wide ranking? Like I said, not a great word, but you guys feel like is this, obviously you guys are doing some great work, but do you have all the stuff that you need?
So I think there's pros and cons to having a smaller county. So you think of like Monoma County, those service coordinators are sometimes working with like 90 people. I mean, wow, right? I mean, how can you really give 90 people the attention and support they need?
Sure.
So we're lucky in that with Columbia County because we have smaller caseloads.
Sure. Like what's an average caseload?
45, 50. Yeah.
That's still a lot of people.
It sure is, yeah.
It's not like you're just chilling back there.
But it's 40 less than Monoma County.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So, but then we do have the barriers of the resources. So I'll use like someone who is looking for employment, and we're working with vocational rehabilitation, and there's just not the providers available. So if someone's looking for work, we should be able to provide them with what we call a job developer. So that means someone's going out with someone and looking at the ideal place for them to work, and what we call hopefully carving a job for them to set them up for success.
Sure.
And then after that, they should be able to have what we call a job coach, which is working with them as much as the person wants or needs. So that could look like check-ins, just helping to figure out if there's any adaptions that are needed in the workplace, or it can mean someone's with someone the whole entire time they're working.
Yeah, sure.
Great, right? Great system, no bodies.
Yeah, well, you got to have somebody to do it, right?
Exactly. So we have people who are really ready to go to work, and it's kind of
that's the frustrating part, right?
So frustrating. Hurry up and wait is kind of what it feels like.
No
we get them in there, and there's just no bodies, no professionals to get them where they need to go.
So where does Employment First tie into all this?
That's a very good question. So,
and a good segue, I think.
Yes, it was. Worked out nicely.
Smooth.
So Employment First team has been around for a little while, and it's kind of been around and fell off, and now we're going really strong, I believe.
Yeah.
And so Employment First is a group of people who are really volunteering their time. So it's service coordinators, it's the VR counselors, it's
VR is
vocational rehabilitation, ODDS, which is the state. We have the Youth Transition Program, which are people who work with students at the school to help them find employment. And just recently,
The brokerage.
The brokerage. CCMH's employment department just started joining us too. So it's just a group of people who sit around the table once a month to see what we can do to help Columbia County and help people who are looking for work. So really exciting. We have coming up is a reverse job fair. So what we're doing is first we're gonna have a prep day. So anybody who is interested can come in, and we'll have a group of people that are going to be helping with like resumes, video resumes, trifolds, what's called elevator speeches, so just talking about yourself and giving all your best points in a short amount of time. All that for people to get ready for this reverse job fair. And then the idea is that people will be able to present themselves to potential employers.
And these are adults, working age adults who maybe have a few accommodations that need to be made, right? Is that basically what we're talking about?
Right.
Yes.
So we at the chamber we have a couple of individuals that work with us, and we talked about this previously. What are the benefits? Some of the benefits to hiring this demographic, these guys, versus a kid straight out of high school, or what? I mean, we've talked about the perception issues and stuff. What do you guys feel on that?
This is an untapped resource of people that genuinely want to work.
Yeah.
There's been studies and there's been conversations with employers that this is a population of people who care about the quality of their work. They increase morale in the workplace.
Yeah.
They really come in and they fill niches in businesses that previously weren't really getting done or weren't able to be performed because of other workloads, and they just have great attitudes, and they are a benefit to not just the businesses but to their employees, to the morale, to their customers. Working with them, they're there every single day.
And I think there's a perception, and we've talked, we've talked about this. There's a perception out there that if you are looking for an employee, that to hire one of the adults that works with you guys is going to take massive amounts of change in their place of business. They're gonna have to hire extra staff to repeat work or to do stuff to accommodate them for any let's say any issues that they have, and it's not the case.
No, that's what the job coaches are for.
Yeah, so you guys provide you provide. So one of the guys we have in the chamber, every time he's there, we have a job coach with him. Which is fantastic. And that's not to say that he just needs a little extra help, and that's it. And it's as simple as that, right?
Yeah. Right.
And these aren't the kids who are going to be taken off, it's a 80-degree day and my buddies are going to the beach, so I'm a little bit sick today, so not going to show up, right? There's an incredible amount of pride and stuff in the work that they do. Why is there such a perception issue then?
That's what we're trying to figure out with Employment First. I mean, honestly, that's one of our missions and one of our goals is to educate employers and educate the community. Because I'm a former job developer, and so I've been on that side of it.
Sure.
And really there's a genuine fear from employers, like, oh, I'm not going to be able to fire this person if they mess up, or I'm going to have to put all this money out because I have to make these accommodations or make these modifications to my building. And really there's money available through the Oregon's Employment First initiative, for one, and there's tax incentives, there's ways that we can help foster them getting stuff done without it costing the employer anything
Yeah.
or very little.
Yeah. I mean, you guys do all the work in the background to accommodate this program.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I think it's going to take people like you, though. That, I mean, you're not just preaching it; you're living it, right? And you've hired 2 people, and it's been very successful. So I think the community sees that, and then that's going to break down those perceptions and those and the idea of what something might look like. So we thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the other part of that too is just, it's one of the conversations that I had with a lot of people is, you know, you may not hire the right person the first time.
Yeah.
But I mean, as an employer, you know that you hire lots of people and they don't always work. So a person with IDD, an intellectual developmental disability, they may not be the right fit, but we have a lot of other people we can choose from, and we can work with the employer to make sure they get the right fit. So yeah, the first person may not work, but that doesn't mean we can't find the right person.
Right, that shouldn't close the door for future.
Right.
Yeah,
And one of the things that we talked about was, you know, this doesn't have to be necessarily a customer-facing employee. It can, you know, they're more than capable of doing that, but there's other things that they can do as well. So it's not just like, oh, hey, I can't have this person working the checkout at the register, or, you know, whatever it may be. No, they're just regular people that just need a couple more accommodations. That's it. So yeah, I mean, if you're watching this, seriously get in touch with these guys, and you know, they're an amazing group of employees, amazing group of people who work there, and it's cool. You guys should do this, right?
That's right.
Absolutely.
And definitely come to our reverse job fair too. So
October
the props.
22nd.
Come on, go and bust it out.
She's got it by memory. She doesn't need props, so you go for it, Brandi.
You should show the prop. It's a nice prop.
I will show the prop.
Come on,
actually.
you spent a lot of time on that. Good.
Let's see.
This is the first prop we've had at Chamber Chat.
Yeah.
Reverse job fair.
See? And on this bumpy road, I'm sure that's going to be well read. We'll post the info with this on there as well.
Yep.
Hey, so I want to change gears slightly.
Okay.
Right? We do this thing, I didn't tell you guys about this, but if you watch the videos, you will have seen it for the dozens of people who watch these things. We do a thing called speed round at the end, right? So this is where you get to answer questions as fast as you can, right? There's 2 people here, so this is kind of unique. So we're gonna figure you can't copy.
Brandi's answering them all.
No, you can't copy answers, right? All right, so you ready to roll? They're softball questions. They're easy. We just want to know more about you, and you may be asked to justify some of your answers.
Okay.
Deal? Favorite food? Go.
Pork rinds.
I can
Legit.
hear you say
What?
it.
Pork rinds?
Yeah.
That's your
She knows
favorite
this.
food?
It's factual. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day. That's what I have for lunch. Spicy ones. Yep.
Wait, like in the bag from
In the
like
bag.
an AM, PM? Seriously?
Yeah.
That's
We got
terrible.
all day, every day
Those
if I
were really
could.
good.
That is a terrible thing to eat.
It's I do keto, and they're keto friendly-ish.
Oh, what? Yeah.
So yeah. So,
What? Yeah. So is wine.
exactly. I'm not saying I don't enjoy that
and
too.
wine for lunch. All right, what you got?
What'd you ask?
Same question. Favorite food?
Oh, guys, I didn't hear it. Pizza?
Pizza? What type of pizza?
Anything that doesn't have mushrooms on it?
You're not a big mushroom fan?
No.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you both this question. Is pineapple worthy of going on a pizza?
It's so weird that people have this debate to me. Like, who cares? Put the pineapple on the pizza.
Why are you getting angry about it?
Because it drives me nuts seeing it on Facebook. I'm like, don't you have better things to do with your time, man?
Yeah. Dang.
It's funny because my husband
Betty
and I
is
have
passionate
the same
about
debate.
this.
He hates pizza. He's like, it's a fruit. It does not belong on pizza. And I'm
So
like,
weird.
But it's good.
It is good. You can't lie about that. It's good. Favorite place you've ever been?
Mexico, all-inclusive resort.
Ooh, which one did you go to?
The Hyatt.
It was pretty
in
sweet.
San Jose. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Could have lived there. I could live there.
Be expensive.
I know, that's why I don't live there.
Right?
That's why I live
Yeah.
here.
Hawaii.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Vacation? Did you go on vacation?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, it was beautiful.
It's a pretty cool place.
It is. I love the jungle.
Oh yeah? Wait, is that the island that they filmed Jurassic Park on?
Yes.
I think it is,
Yes,
right?
it is.
Yeah. Favorite place? What was a bucket list place for you guys? Somewhere you've never been that you want to go. Don't say England. It's just
Greece.
It's pandering.
Yeah.
Greece?
Mine's Greece. Yeah.
Why?
I just love the architecture and the history, and it's on the water.
It's more of a historical vacation type thing. All right.
I'm a Caribbean cruise. It's my dream vacation.
Wait, a cruise?
A cruise.
But you're not 80. Wait, are you 80? Cruises are for old people.
That is so not true.
Yeah, that is totally true.
It's not. And that's why I haven't been able to go yet, because Kurt denies me of it because he thinks the same way you do.
Right, Kurt, you are right, 100%. Mark this down. This is the 20-minute mark. Kurt, you've been proved right here. It is. They're for old people. No?
I like old people.
My kids want to go.
You like old people. See, that's it. I could just sit there with the old people. We watch like
Exactly.
Matlock and crochet and stuff. It'll be great. It'll be awesome. Oh my goodness. Person you would most like to meet in this world. Ooh, who's alive? Still alive?
Can I do like a sacrifice one for Kurt, since we just proved him right on something?
All right, go on then.
So it would be, and don't judge, LeBron James for Kurt. Kurt would have to be with me because I don't actually care for the man as a player. I think he's a total stand-up guy. Like,
Yep.
he does a lot for his community.
His new school and stuff.
Yep, he's amazing, but he's a baby on the court. So I don't respect him. However,
Sorry about all the good stuff you've done, but you flop a lot.
exactly.
So
See, you
none
get
of
it.
that matters to
You
me.
totally get it. But
You're a horrible
Kurt is
person.
like Kurt's like his #1 fan. Like, he literally cries when LeBron wins championships. So
Seriously?
yes, and he would be the one person that would, I mean,
Kurt.
Kurt would be, yeah, that would make his life. So I would sacrifice meeting anybody so Kurt could meet LeBron.
That's so
Truly.
nice.
I know.
You're not sacrificing
I know.
anybody, right? No, you're like, all right, who you got?
I honestly don't have anybody.
Nobody you want to meet?
No.
Really? Favorite
The only
mayor?
person I would want to meet's dead.
Well, that was going to be my next question. So let's go to that next
There you
question then. All right, who are you going to meet that's dead?
Elvis Presley.
Really?
Yeah.
My wife is a huge Elvis fan.
Me too.
I didn't know that about you.
Now, do you like the 1950s Elvis or like the bacon and pills one? Which one do you like?
I preferably my favorite Elvis concert is the '68 comeback.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're talking full on. So you own the albums and you just crank them through.
Movies, the whole bit. Yeah.
So Steph's family is from Arkansas. That's where she was born. Sorry, babe. And sorry anyone's from Arkansas. So we took a trip back there to meet her family. It was great. You know, kind of cool. But then we went on a tour and it was a driving tour, so it was hours and hours. We went down to Tupelo to see his birthplace, you know, see the little crazy little house that he was born in, and then we went to Graceland as well. I could not have been more bored in Graceland, but she had the headphones on. Ruby, our daughter, was like, I don't know, whatever, 3-4 months old at the time, so she was in like some Bjorn thing, and it was crazy. And it was, then I started to understand it was like a cult following. These people are crazy.
Yeah.
You people are crazy.
He's calling you crazy.
It is pretty crazy. What would people watching this, the 14 people that are watching this, what would they be most surprised to know about you? And I know in your heads now, I'm talking to give you more time. I know you're thinking, let's try to come up with something positive here.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going with that, actually.
Yeah, come on then, what you got?
That I am a master at fantasy football.
Really? Like,
oh, I consider myself a master.
I was going to say, define
my
master.
record doesn't really, but I still think I'm pretty good.
So you're terrible, but you think you're a legend.
Hey, I play in 3 different leagues, and one of them I'm 3-0.
Really?
It's my office league, and
Yeah.
you know, so there is that. But
Wow.
That's where she gets to glue because she does really good. She kicks all our butts, so you know.
So, do you study, you know, results and games and players and stuff, or you just?
yes, and we're dedicated to watching every game that's played, and we have Red Zone, so that's really fun. I don't know if you know what that is.
No,
but
I don't.
They show each big play and each touchdown. So all day, every Sunday, we're in front of the TV watching every touchdown and every big play that happens.
Eating pork rinds.
Eating pork rinds, for real.
Who's your favorite team?
Seahawks, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I didn't know. Come on, you've had extra time to think now.
Gosh, I know. I was listening to her. People wouldn't know about me.
Yeah. These long pauses make for great video.
Totally right.
Well, Brandy's just an open book. That's why it's hard
Oh.
to figure out what people
Don't be
want.
surprised.
I have alopecia.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
Yes, I have alopecia.
all right. That's good. Oh,
Yeah.
it's good. Yeah.
Completely bald.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
That's
So
cool.
I don't have cancer. It's alopecia.
Do you get asked if
Yes.
people do? You
Yes.
really?
Oh yeah, I have people come up to me like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," or "How are you feeling today?" I'm like, "I feel great." Oh wait, I don't have cancer, so
What percentage of the population have alopecia?
it's increasing. I'm on
Really?
I'm on an alopecia blog, and it's the numbers are increasing significantly. And
Really?
they think they say it's stress induced, but it's an autoimmune, so environmental stuff also impacts, and so.
But once you have it, right?
Not necessarily.
Oh, it can be cured?
Mhm.
Oh,
Well, you can go in remission, it can go away. I had a bout in high school.
okay.
And then it came back, and now my hair's probably not going to come back
Okay.
at this point. Because
Okay.
there's 3 different types, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Last question. Superpower.
You go first, Brandy.
What's my
Did I just nearly run over a dog? What the heck was going on back there? All right. If you wanted a superpower, what would it be?
I want to fly.
Fly?
Yep.
Okay. Why?
Because I love being in the air and flying, and
Have you done a lot of that?
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. And you could just fly around. Would you use it for like powers of? Would you use it for good or evil?
Depends on the day.
It just depends what sort of a day I'm having. That's fair. Betty?
I think, I don't know, superpower, but I'm gonna go with this. I would be like, have like 4 heads that can each like think about 4 different things at once, and like 10 different hands, so I could, like
You'd be like a Medusa.
super multitask. Yes, that would be pretty cool. But they're all kind of connected in a way too. Does that sound good?
That sounds
It's
weird.
pretty awesome.
That sounds weird. I bet no one else will ever give that answer, ever, to that question, anywhere in the world.
Nope.
Yeah. What would your 4 heads be?
Like, what do you mean by that?
I mean, what would you be thinking? What sort of stuff do you got going on?
Oh yeah, it'd just be, like
Football, fantasy.
Yeah, exactly. Fantasy football for 1, maybe like 2 for work, 1 for things that need to be taken care of at home, but
All right.
all of it all at once. So I mean, think of all the free time if you can get so much stuff done with your 4 heads.
Would one of your heads be thinking of nothing?
No, I mean that'd be a waste of a head, right?
Well, you gotta have that like nothing.
But
Yeah.
I will have downtime because I just got 4 things done all at once. So that's what I'm saying. Free
It
time.
feels like you've thought this through more than just like here.
I may have.
Is this wow? This is the weirdest chamber chat we've done. Speaking of, we're running out of time. So people watching this, if they want to get a hold of you, you're not allowed to hold up flyers.
I'm not. I gotta look at a number for.
Oh, okay.
for
All right.
people.
Fair enough. So, yeah, if they want to get a hold of you, obviously, tell them where they can visit, where the web, the social media, whatever. How do they get a hold of you?
I'm glad you brought that up. So,
Thank you.
yes, we do have a social media site that I wanted to talk about real quick. It's called the Activity Spot of Columbia County.
I've seen that.
Yes. So I would love if people got on there and joined us and shared events that are going on in the community.
It's a Facebook page, right?
It is, sorry. Yeah, a Facebook page. And so we go on there as much as we can just to keep people posted on what's going on. But, there's so much going on, we can't hit everything.
Yeah,
so, the Activity Spot of Columbia County. And then our address for the DD program, a lot of people don't know this either. It's right by Stan's Refrigeration, and it is 58523 Old Portland Road. So anybody's welcome to stop by if you're considering if yourself or your child might be eligible for our services. Stop on by and we can get you a referral form.
And the cool thing is, to that point, really quickly, a lot of people, there's a stigma about going and asking, right?
Sure.
Stop in and ask. If you're not even sure, just stop in and ask.
Yep. Everybody at our office is super friendly, so it doesn't matter who you run into. They're
And a little crazy.
and a little crazy.
Yes.
You have to be.
Yeah.
You do have to be.
Yeah, working with her. Yeah.
And then if people want to get a hold of Mardell, who is our eligibility specialist, who can give you the rundown, maybe so you don't waste any time.
Yeah.
She can tell you what would make a person eligible or not. Her phone number is 503-438-2216.
Perfect.
And she is fabulous, and she will take the time to explain everything to you. as much as you want.
And your hours at the building are?
9 to 5.
9 to 5 Monday to Friday?
8 to 5.
Oh,
I
wait.
don't know where 9 came from.
Yeah. 8 to 5?
I have a song in my head. Yeah, 8 to 5.
You're losing your mind.
I am losing it.
What is wrong with you people? Well, I want to thank you guys for stopping in, for joining in Chamber Chat. This has been cool. This is obviously something that's, you know, that I care about. It's an exciting one for me personally, but also you guys are doing some amazing work around the county, and yeah, people need to know what you guys do because it's pretty darn cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So thanks for joining in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we will see you on the next Chamber Chat. See you later.